Yo, what's going on, Lakers Chronicles? This your boy. I'm back. Just want to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers last night, and I'm gonna do a little bit different this today. I'm gonna talk about Mr. 10-day contract himself, Mr. Damion Jones. Just want to give y'all my opinion on what I thought about him last night. His play, it wasn't a lot of minutes or anything like that, but we got a sample size of what he could possibly give the Lakers if he makes the roster. So, with no further ado, let me go ahead and jump into that. The Lakers mopped the floor with Golden State last night, 117-91, as they should, and they did. The defense was on point. Started off with LeBron James, two blocks, two steals. He was the anchor on defense last night, which is rare for LeBron, but last night he was the anchor for the defense. The Lakers looked pretty good last night. They had six guys in double digits. Just an overall team basketball game last night. No complaints. So, Damion Jones gets in. 8 points, 8 minutes, three rebounds, two blocks. And what I seen from him last night, he's pretty mobile. To be his size, he moves pretty well. He's pretty quick. Lateral quickness is not slow at all for a guy his size. He's athletic. And it seems like, of course he didn't know the team's offense and defensive strategies, but he was trying to figure it out. But I will say a couple times last night he had a mismatch. Defensively, he had, Eric Pascal in front of him, and he was able to stay in front of Pascal and stop him from scoring. And if you watch basketball, you would know Eric Pascal get busy. He can shoot from the mid-range. He got a little bounce to him, a little twitch to him, and he can go to the hole, and he'll slam something too. So for Jones to be able to stay in front of him and keep him from going baseline, and he did that several times with a couple of guys last night, I was actually impressed, man. The pros, I would say he's young, he's athletic, he can block shots, he's pretty quick, and he got a chance to grow. So if the Lakers do sign him, which I'm not really sure they will, depend on who get bought out or who else get cut, and they want to give that person a 10-day. He might be a good project for the Lakers. Now the cons, I think he's extremely weak. I can look at him and tell last night he was getting pushed around by Kelly Oubre and a couple of other guys. So he definitely need to hit the weight room. Offensively, I'm not really sure. I've seen him play before. I watched him at Vandy. He don't really have a lot of offensive moves, but like I said, he can get you some dunks. He can catch some lobs. He can do some putbacks. And if he's one of those guys that you enter into you put him into your offense and give him a couple of lob looks, a couple of pick and rolls or something like that, maybe he can give you something. He could be a 10 and 10 type of guy. I don't know if he'll ever be anything more than that, but I do think he has a chance to be a decent player in the NBA. And like I said, he's young, and we all know the Lakers do make rookies better. I mean, the Lakers get guys, and they athletic department, they do their thing, man. They go in there and they work these guys out, and they expand those guys' games. Look at Alex Caruso, look at Kuz. Anytime the Lakers get a hold of somebody, man, we make them better. So I do believe Damion Jones is working with a team that can tap into that potential. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see what happens with that. I definitely want to see him a little bit more. Last night he got pulled out. I think he might have hurt his hip or something like that. So I seen him telling Frank that he was okay, but I think they pulled him out and he walked to the back to make sure everything was all right with that. So he got a couple of more games to see where if he can really fit into our offense, and hopefully, especially our defense, because we need it, man. Let's be honest, let's be frank. Marc Gasol has really been disappointing for the most part. He is older. He can still pass. He can still shoot the free throws. He can still shoot the three. But I think his minutes are a little too much. So maybe we have somebody in Damion Jones who can relieve Mark, who can stay in front of guys that's a little bit quicker than Mark, because we do need a young big, man. And also, let me add, I seen Damion Jones last night. His free throw mechanics looked pretty good last night as well. So maybe he really do got a chance. Sometimes it's all about where a player land, what team that he plays for that taps into that potential. And like I said before, nobody does it better than the Los Angeles Lakers, the Boston Celtics. You got a couple other little teams that will tap into a guy's potential. So, you know, I just want to know what y'all think about the Damion Jones move, man. Do y'all like it? Do y'all think he got a chance to make the roster? Is he only going to be a 10-day contract type of guy? Y'all let me know, man. I'm logging out. This your boy, Lakers Chronicles. You know.